Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So today I've got an exciting product I want to share with you. There's a new drone entering the market called the SkyRover X1. And to be honest with you, when it comes to some of these sub 250 gram drones, the market is flooded with all kinds of different ones, and I tend to steer away from them because for the most part they're very lackluster and they just really honestly just don't perform all that well. But that is definitely not the case with the SkyRover. Now, when they contacted me and asked me to take a look at it, I was a little hesitant, just from some of the bad experience I've had in the past with some brands. But this one has actually been quite delightful. This thing actually performs really well. It's full of all kinds of intelligent flight features, which we will take a look at here coming up in a minute. Now, this is a sub 250 gram drone. So that's going to be important for a lot of people. Usually drones that are over 250 grams in many countries have a lot more regulations to them, and they can be a little bit more difficult to fly. It's small, lightweight, and compact. It's a foldable drone, so that makes it great for travel or people who just want a small, inexpensive drone to take along with them. If we take a look at the drone here, you can see we have front-facing sensors there on the front. We have two there at the back. Again, at the bottom here. At the back, we have USB-C for charging. And of course we have a memory card slot. Now, for a small sub 250 gram drone, it actually has a pretty impressive camera. It has a 1/1.3 inch sensor with an aperture of 1.7. It's capable of filming in a flat color profile. It can capture at 4K 60 and in slow motion at 4K 100. So if you do want to slow your footage down, you can do that. Another nice feature of it is that it does feature a rotatable camera, so it does have true vertical filming. Now, that's not important to everybody. Not everybody does film in vertical, but for those who are going to be capturing for social media and platforms such as that, it is a nice feature. It does allow you to make full use of the sensor. You don't have to do any cropping. It's already in that vertical format for you, and it can make it a little bit easier for framing. And the video quality is actually really good. And that's kind of a problem with sometimes these sub 250 gram drones. They take a lot of shortcuts to keep the weight down and keep the price down. But the SkyRover X1 actually has really good video quality. It even features a night mode, so if you do want to fly it at night and get some night shots, you can switch it into the night mode, and you're going to have nicely exposed footage. Now, another important aspect of a drone is the signal strength. And SkyRover has something called Skybridge. And from my testing so far, I've actually been flying this for about 8 weeks now. It actually has a really good transmission system. It's rated for 15 kilometers distance. Now, you're never going to send it out 15 kilometers, but that's just going to give you a nice solid connection, especially when you're in environments like this with a lot of trees. If you're in a heavily congested Wi-Fi area with a lot of interference, that strong signal is really important. And the Skybridge seems to perform quite well. It does have 360-degree omnidirectional obstacle avoidance due to the sensors, the way they're shaped there at the front and at the back here and at the bottom. That's going to give it a good sense of surrounding obstacles that might be coming up. Now, of course, with any type of drone with obstacle avoidance, you still have to take precautions. But for new pilots, or if you're flying sideways or backwards, those can come in really handy. Now, when it comes to obstacle avoidance, when flying in sport mode, the obstacle avoidance is automatically disabled, but when flying in cine mode or in normal mode, you have full obstacle avoidance. And you can go into the settings and adjust how it behaves. You can have it to stop, so if the drone encounters an obstacle, it'll come to a complete stop, or you can set it to bypass, so it's going to try and find a safe route around the obstacle. It also features return to home, so if you run into any trouble, you can always just hit the return to home button on the controller or in the app. But it also has fail-safe return to home. So if the battery gets too low, it's automatically going to go into a return to home. Or if something happens with the connection from the controller to the drone, again, a fail-safe return to home will be initiated, and the drone will come back and land approximately where it took off from. And I've tested that a few times, and it's actually quite accurate. Now, another important thing when it comes to drones are the features, the capabilities, and some of the intelligent flight modes. And I've seen a lot with different drones over the years, and sometimes they just don't perform as advertised. In theory they seem good, but the SkyRover X1 is full of intelligent flight features, and they all work extremely well. It features Focus Track, and that's a collection of 3 different tools. It has your point of interest, which allows you to set a point on the screen, and then the drone is going to rotate around that. You can set the direction and the speed. You can even adjust the height if needed. It also features Spotlight, which allows you again to set a point on the screen, and then you can fly the drone at will, and the camera is always going to stay locked onto that point. That's a really great feature. It's something that I use a lot. It just allows you to capture really dynamic looking footage. And then lastly, it does have active track. And I'm going to do a little bit more of a deeper dive into that and some of the intelligent flight modes coming up in an upcoming video. Now, if you're a person who likes to create waypoint missions, this fully supports waypoint missions. You can bring up the tool, set all your waypoints, and then you can go ahead and fly the mission. Of course, you can save it for later and fly it at any time. But again, that's a great little feature. It fully supports capturing panoramas. If you're a person who likes to capture panoramas, you can bring that option up in the settings, select your parameters, and then hit go. It's going to take all the photos and then go ahead and stitch it right in the app. And it actually works really well. And on top of that, you can even create hyperlapses. Now, as mentioned, I've been flying the SkyRover X1 for about 8 weeks now, and I'm extremely pleased with it. It actually performs really well. The flight control on it is really nice, very precise, easy to master, easy to control. As mentioned, I just wasn't sure what to expect with it, but this is definitely a drone I can recommend. It comes with a basic controller. The top pulls out and the phone mounts there at the top. It has removable sticks, so that makes it easy to transport, and it's comfortable to hold, which again can be really important. And it comes with both cables for USB-C and for Lightning, so it's compatible with a wide variety of phones. And the sticks feel nice and fluid, and they have just a nice amount of tension. Now, the app that I've been using for it is a beta app, so I'm not quite sure what changes will be in the official version, but the beta app has performed extremely well. I'm really happy with it. It's a nice simple interface. All the critical information is displayed easily, so you can see it at a glance. The menu system is laid out nicely, so you can easily find settings. And for a beta app, it's actually been running extremely stable, so there's no issue there. And of course, the final version will be even more polished. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the different packages will be available. I'm assuming there's going to be a base kit that includes the drone, one battery, and the controller. But what I have and what they will be selling is also a Fly More kit that basically comes with the drone, controller, comes with a total of 3 batteries. It also comes with a nice carrying case to hold everything inside. And it also comes with a charging hub. This charging hub will hold 3 batteries. And you can charge the batteries directly in the drone by plugging it into USB-C or by utilizing the charging hub. So yeah, that is the SkyRover X1. I've been extremely happy with it. I think this is going to be a great choice for beginners, people who want an easy to fly drone that doesn't cost a lot of money. It's still fully capable and packed full of features, so you don't have to sacrifice on that. The video quality is great. So I think it's going to be a great choice for a lot of people. Even if you're a professional and you're just looking for a small sub 250 gram drone to be able to fly in areas you can't fly your larger drones, this might be a good choice for you as well. So definitely, if you are interested in this drone, make sure you're subscribed, as I will be covering it fully, making other videos over the coming weeks and months as we test it out further. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.